Good day, everyone. My name is Jamil, and today we are going around the Faculty of Law OU to ask random law students about money laundering, its causes, effects, and punishments. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, please?
Imladi.
Imilade, please, can you enlighten us on anything you know about money laundering?
Okay, so according to Olatunji Ishola versus the States, money laundering can be defined as the concealment of illegally obtained money by means of transfer, usually involving banks or other financial institutions. And another definition I know of money laundering is the illegal converting of money obtained from illegal practices, illegal activities into clean money. So this clean money will not be used in legitimate businesses, so that the authorities can find them, can track them, legends. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, please?
Niniola Olatunji.
Okay, Niniola Olatunji, can you tell us why money laundering is illegal in Nigeria?
Okay, money laundering is illegal in Nigeria because it's an agenda for criminals to get profit from a crime, and it usually involves more than one criminal activity. The first criminal activity is that the criminal secures the funds, and after securing the funds, it tries to legitimize the funds, and by misusing financial institutions. So that's the reason why money laundering is illegal.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, please?
My name is Eniola.
Eniola, please, can you enlighten us on the stages involved in money laundering?
Oh, we have 3 stages involved in money laundering. We have the placement, we have the layering, and we have the integration. The placement deals with the moving of the funds from direct association with crime into the financial system. Then the layering deals with the disguising of the trail to foil pursuit, that is to obscure the trail of the government agency from determining the origin of the money. And the integration deals with the act of putting the money into personal businesses and investments, so as to then the money will not come back to the criminals.
Thank you.
That
was helpful. Thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Raphael.
Okay, Raphael, what are the effects of money laundering on society?
Okay. Money laundering as a crime has a lot of negative effects in society. Number one is that money laundering, it reduces the effectiveness of legitimate business. Number two is that it weakens the financial institution and economic institution and other important institutions in society. Another bad effect of money laundering is that it increases corruption. Another worst effect of money laundering is that it weakens the security system of the society, because money gotten from money laundering is being transferred into terrorism and other evil acts. Money laundering also reduces the confidence of the people of the public on private or government institutions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Welcome. Good day, sir.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, please?
My name is Olamide.
Olamide, please, can you give us instances in which money laundering could have been said to have occurred?
Okay. In a situation like this, in which a corrupt official gets buy a luxurious property using illegal funds, which is gained through human trafficking. So the property is being sold, and the gain appears to be legitimate. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Section 2 of the Money Laundering Act: duty to report and transfer of international funds or securities. Any transfer from any foreign country by a person or body corporate, including a money business service, of any sum exceeding $10,000 shall be reported to the Central Bank of Nigeria, Security and Exchange Commission, or any commission within the writing from 7 days of the transaction. Subsection 2 of the Act says that any report made under the subsection 1 of the Act shall indicate the nature and amount of the transfer and the names and address of the sender and the receiver of the funds or security.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, please?
Ajibola.
Okay, Ajibola, do you have any section on money laundering that you can share with us?
Well, there is Section 10 of the Money Laundering Prohibition Act, which states that regardless of any contrary law or regulation, a financial institution or designated non-financial institution must report in writing to the EFCC within 7 days of any transaction, lodgement, transfer, or exceeding 5 million naira or its equivalent in the case of an individual, or 10 million naira or its equivalent in the case of a body corporate.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, please?
Eunice.
Eunice, please, do you know any sections on money laundering that you can enlighten us on?
Yes. Section 15 of the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act of 2022 empowers a competent authority to conduct surveillance on financial activities to trace proceeds of crime. Under that same section 15, it grants a competent authority an expert order to investigate financial activities. And once the order is granted, it gives them the power to put any bank account under surveillance, and also to obtain access to any suspected computer account or computer system. And also it makes them have the power to request for to request for communication of transactions and records which a person is suspected to have committed money laundering used. So the whole essence of Section 15 is to prevent people from hiding under banking security as a ground to commit money laundering, so that they will not access their accounts and everything.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name?
My name is Rachel.
Rachel, please, do you know any judicial authorities that you can enlighten on money laundering?
Yes, I know the case of Ogunbodede versus the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In that case, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Area Development remitted about over 600 million naira into the ministry's account. But the appellant went to open an account at Access Bank Ibadan. Then he transferred over 177 million naira into that account on the pretext that he wanted to pay salary to some of the staffs.
Okay.
That was how they laundered the money. The money was then transferred to the 4th to 13th appellants. All the companies that they transferred the money to belong to the 4th appellants. When they got to court, the court held them liable for money laundering because the money that was paid to the 4th to 13th appellants was later given back to the 1st appellants.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rachel. That was really good. Do you know any more cases on the money laundering?
Yes, I know the case of Udeogu versus the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There, the former governor of Abia State, Mr. Ojikalu, and some others were accused of transferring several billions of naira that belonged to Abia State. They converted the money to bank drafts. Then they gave it to Slop Nigeria Limited.
Okay.
From there, they laundered the money, and the money was transferred back to the former governor, Mr. Ojikalu. When they got to court, they were held liable for money laundering. By the time they appealed to the Supreme Court held that the judge that was at the trial, that held the case at the trial court, did not have jurisdiction because he had been promoted to the Court of Appeal, and because of that, they dismissed the case.
Thank you. That was really in-depth. I learned a lot, and I'm sure the viewers will do the same. Good day, sir. Good day. What's your name? Name's Afolabi. Please, can you tell us? Can you please enlighten us on punishment of money laundering?
Okay, the punishment of money laundering is into two parts. There is for the individual or the corporate entities. For individual, the punishment is 7 to 14 years in prison and fine of 1 million naira or more. For corporate bodies, the punishment for them is first, which of all the assets that they got through money laundering. Second, the arrest of the principal officer of the corporate body. That's the punishment for money laundering.
Thank you. I'm sure the viewers must have learned also from the content.
I'm Michael, and I'd like to talk about Section 3 of the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act, which talks about duties to report international transfers. Section 1 states a transfer to or from a foreign country of funds or security by a person or body corporate exceeding $10,000 or to its equivalent shall be reported to the unit, the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the Central Bank of Nigeria within a day of the date of the transaction. Section 2 states that it shall state the nature and amount of the transfer with the addresses of both the receivers and the sender. Section 3 states transfer of cash or negotiable instruments exceeding $10,000 or to its equivalent shall be declared by the Nigerian Customs Service. Section 4 states the declaration of the Nigerian Customs Service shall be reported to the unit. Section 5 states anyone who falsely declares or fails to make a declaration of the Nigerian Customs Service shall be guilty of a crime under Section 12 of the Foreign Exchange Miscellaneous Provision Act and is liable to either forfeiture of the property or 2 years imprisonment or both.